everyone, this is my Lego 920 here, back with another breakdown video. So I am breaking down the new trailer for Dune Part 2. So over here, Paul tells Johnny that to imagine water, like with the sand. So yeah, where you can't sink into the bottom, or reach the bottom. And you can see here that you can see that Chani didn't believe Paul, like where it's like swimming. Now I'm not sure if that could be Lady Jessica, but you can hear someone saying down in Arrakis lies many secrets, but who knows what secrets there could be. As you can see, Princess Irulan, played by Florence Pugh, said there's some that remain over here. As you can see, Paul could be training some people, how to fight, like where he's blasting all this fucking flame. But yeah, but I'm actually wrong on this scene, You can see he's trying to what appears to be honoring his father's wishes, And you can see that Lady Jessica tells Paul that his father didn't believe in revenge. Now, this mysterious person that you see walking. So yeah, I'll break down about that mysterious person walking after this part over here, because you can see that Princess Irulan was trying to figure out if Paul is still alive. So that mysterious person is Food, I think what his name was, and you can see he is played by Austin Butler, which he once played Elvis Presley in the movie Elvis. And you can see gloss over here, who knows what will happen for part 2, especially when there might be a little bit differences from the 1984 film. Over here, you can see there's some fight or training going on, most likely fight, from those machine gun things, and where he's this person is doing a move-in fight or battle. And that could either be Lady Jessica right here, or maybe Paul's sister, because I know his sister is supposed to make a return, is supposed to make an appearance in part 2, like with the second half of the 84 film, which Paul's sister was carried in Lady Jessica's womb, Over here's where they could get ready for battle, or maybe conquer the worm. Now, this could be the stuff that Paul will drink to awaken the sleeper, like where the sleeper will awaken. I know part 1 didn't have the sleeper must awaken like the 84 film has. And yeah, you can see there could be some fight going on right here. And this is where Paul wakes up, like where he tends to, where the sleeper awakens, And you can see that machine that Paul is setting up right here. This is where to lure the worm, that he'll conquer, Yeah, because I know in part 2 he's going to be conquering the worm. Then you can see Charlie, could get her name wrong, but so you can see where she asks Paul if he had a dream of his first ride. And you can see the machine that he set up is bumping, that way it can get Lauren the worm. So Stilgar tells Paul not to impress anyone. And you can see Paul's got the hooks, to attach the worm, like while he rides on it. And while Paul's getting ready to hop on the worm to conquer, Stilgar tells Paul to that he's brave, that they know he's brave, be simple, and be directive. So over here you can see Paul had a different way, to hop on the worm that he conquers than like the 1984 film. So yeah, when Kyle MacLachlan originally played Paul in the 84 film. But yeah, Paul played by Timothy Chalamet had a different way to hop on the worm, while running on the sand dune. Then you can see Stilgar tells Paul nothing fancy, and Paul responds to him that he understands. Then you can see where Paul goes attaching hooks, while he conquers the worm. And while Paul rides on that worm, you can see everyone is cheering him on, while he takes control of the worm. But yes, I know part two is pretty much having the other half of the 84 film. And you can see there's some battle going on over here. And there's the what appears to be the flashback of Feud, like pretty much training, like fighting. And while Chani kisses Paul, she did tells him that that he'll never lose anyone, or trying to get what she said. And we got what appears to be maybe Lady Jessica. I'm really not sure what this person could be, or who this person could be. Where someone tells Paul that they've gave him hope for something, and Paul goes yelling, "That's not her." Actually, I was wrong. He said that's not hope. I was mistaken there. But yeah, I am pretty much pausing my screen recording, while I break down the trailer. So I'm sorry if I'm making some things sound weird. And this is where Paul will finish off Feud, like with the classic Dune film from the 80s. And you can see there's some ruling going on over here around Arrakis. But yeah, I think this is all I'm going to break down for the trailer. But anyway, guys, I am excited to see Dune Part 2 in November. Now, the movie I am looking forward to seeing is